The price of Bitcoin has been ranging in between $90,000 and $110,000 for the last 4 months, since November of 2024. Now, the question is, are we in a reaccumulation and the price is going to successfully break all-time highs in the next coming weeks? Or are we in a distribution where the smart money is getting out and we are entering that bear market in the next coming months? In today's episode, we'll be going through the Wyckoff distribution and reaccumulation schematics. This one right over here is a reaccumulation schematic. There is 2 phases here that could happen, all right, throughout the next coming weeks. Now, as you can see on this reaccumulation schematic, we do not take out the lows of the range. That would be $89,000, where we're just consolidating in this creek phase. And now we're going to start recovering in the next coming weeks and heading to all-time high. In this other reaccumulation schematic, we do take out the lows. So taking out the lows at $89,000 is going to be very important, because if we fail to break down, it will likely be a liquidity grab. There's going to be a lot of buying pressure down there, and then we get the ultimate recovery. So closing daily candles above the lows of the range, in this case $89,000, is going to be very important to try and detect if this is a reaccumulation and buy very cheap, okay, at the lows of the range, or even get into very good swing long positions. Now, on the other side, we do have the distribution event on this schematic, right, where there is a possibility that we take out the highs in the coming weeks, we get above $110,000, and we do not manage to break the all-time high successfully, getting a rejection and closing daily candles below $110,000, which will be a sign of weakness, and possibly we're going to enter that distribution, and this could be the top of the bull run. Now, I am leaning more on the side of a reaccumulation. As you can see, I've put the phases here from the schematics that I've just shown you on the pictures. This is on the daily time frame, right? The price action since November, the lows of the range, which is $89,000. And now you have this scenario in the yellow, right? Which is actually the one that takes out the low and forms a spring point. Now, to detect this scenario, we need those daily candles closing above the low, right? So if you do get down beneath the level, you can close daily candles below it. It's totally fine. That would be a possible sign of weakness and continuation to the downside, that we would be in a distribution, right? This ended up in a double top. And the other phase would be, okay, after a few days, you manage to recover above the lows of the range of $89,000. This could be a good sign. If we do get this price action after testing the lows, it could be a very strong sign that this is a reaccumulation. Smart money is starting to get back in to buy at the lows of the range, because eventually they want to sell at the highs of the range, right? So they will be looking to buy the price to head up to all-time highs. Now, on the other reaccumulation schematic, where you do see the creep phase as well, which is kind of a descending wedge, a multi-weekly descending channel wedge scenario, and you do not take out the lows. The lows are in right over here. What do we need here on this creep phase is to break out the last lower highs, where we do have all of these daily candles round about $99,000, and close daily candles above this last lower high of this descending wedge. This would be a good sign of strength that we could possibly start heading to all-time highs in the next coming weeks, confirming that the end of the reaccumulation is this phase right over here, like one of the schematics that I showed you at the beginning of the video. Now, guys, just a quick reminder before we go to the distribution event, you do get an insane deal with Weeks, guys. You get $100 for free just by signing up and linking your phone number. You are getting $100 in the next 24 to 48 hours. You also get a 50% fee discount with my link down below. And for all of the big players out there, the more you deposit and volume that you move while you're trading, there's up to $30,000 of airdrops. So you can get a bigger account every time that you trade. Okay, you'll be getting airdrops of up to $30,000. Check out the second link down below in the description. Okay, that is the Weeks link, so you can get all of these different bonuses. Now let's go through the next schematic, okay, which would be the distribution. Now, if we were to be heading up to all-time high in the next coming weeks, this is the end, okay, of this descending wedgie structure, and we do get a breakout to the upside and we start heading up to all-time high. The breakout is going to be crucial. We need a successful breakout and start pumping to $115,000, $120,000 with some very strong volume. The moment that we do break out here from all-time high and we get a rejection and we start closing daily candles below the previous all-time high, we could be inside of a distribution event where the smart money is not taking the risk and is already selling hundreds of millions of dollars of Bitcoin here with big rejections, okay? The moment we start rejecting and closing daily candles, we could really analyze the situation, because this could also be a moment to sell some of your portfolio on Bitcoin, right? Just so we can buy cheaper in the next coming months or get into a very good, responsible swing short position. So we'll be analyzing this on the higher time frame. The highs of the range or the lows of the range are going to be very important to try and detect if we are in a reaccumulation or in a distribution as explained. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. We'll be doing a live stream later on in a few hours from the update of this video. Thank you, and I will see you there.